Hey, what's going on everybody? J-Man Espresso or Jeff back with another video. And today we're going to be starting the engineer class. This is going to be the 9A-91 Avtomat. It's a submachine gun and it's the very first weapon that you start out with for the engineer class. You don't need to unlock anything. If you want to play the engineer, this will be the weapon to use. So now you might see me switch between the red dot sight and the iron sights as I'm using this weapon. And you'll also see two different maps that we're playing on today. Both going to be squad deathmatch, and we're going to be using, we're going to be playing on Oasis, and we're also going to be playing on Laguna Presa. So let's start here out on Oasis. Now you'll see me, I use the 4x scope a little bit, I use the red dot sight a little bit, and I use the iron sights a little bit. Now, when I went through the engineer class the first time, I did the engineer class right after assault, and I saved medic for last. And I actually really liked this weapon my first time through, and I used it for a while. I actually didn't try out any of the new submachine guns that you unlock until I got down to the UMP. I unlocked them all using only this weapon. So it's a very effective weapon once you get used to it. The main thing is that it's very different if you started out with the medic class or if you started out with the assault class. It's just a very different way you have to play, and a very different way you need to maneuver the maps. You don't have as much long-range capability with this weapon as opposed to the assault rifles. Now, don't get me wrong, I mean, you can definitely hit some of the longer-range targets if you get a good line on them, and you can pulse your weapon, and, you know, you can beat them to killing you. But you don't want to be focusing only on long-range shots. You want to be really trying to draw the enemies in a little closer to you, trying to get them to where you want to go. And really that comes with knowledge of the maps and maneuvering them in such a way that you can trick people into, you know, funneling them into areas where the engagement's going to be closer range, and you can get a better line of sight on them. And really what that means is, like I said, map knowledge and being able to flank the enemy to come up behind them and get a better chance of taking them out. So the attachments that you get for the engineer class are the same that you get for the assault rifles and the large machine guns, in so much as the optics are concerned. You get a red dot sight and you get a 4x scope, or the 4-power scope. A lot of people I see either run iron sights, or if they do run a sight, they run a red dot. I think that the 4x sight on this submachine gun, that's a combination I like to use a lot if I want to use if I find that I want to use the engineer class. Like sometimes on Arica, usually I'll start out with the engineer class, and then I'll switch to the assault class as the map goes on. But sometimes not in the mood for that. Sometimes I want to use the engineer class the whole way, but I might need that longer range capability. So the submachine guns definitely can do longer range, just that shouldn't be the primary focus of what you're trying to do. You should, if you know you're going to be doing only long range engagements, maybe you choose the assault rifle. So you only get 20 rounds for this gun, and being an engineer, you don't carry nearly as much ammunition, and you don't have an ammo box. So you need to learn how to conserve your ammo and effectively use the ammo that they give you. Now, what does that mean? Well, when it comes down to it, it just means that you're going to be running out of ammo more frequently. Because, when you see a target, you got to take them down. And, nobody's perfect. You're going to miss some shots. You're going to use some ammo. So just be aware that you're going to run out of ammo faster than you're used to running out of ammo. With the assault class, as soon as you reload, you throw an ammo box down, you never have to worry about running out of ammunition. So that's definitely something to think about when you're playing the engineer kit. Now this weapon here, the recoil is pretty good. It's almost non-existent. It just kind of moves a little bit. It's not necessarily up, or it's more back towards you, just and resets your target a little bit. As you pulse the weapon, it becomes a little more pronounced. On automatic fire, it's not too bad. But with only 20 rounds in the clip, pulsing is something that you're going to be using a lot. Now, when you're real close up, and you don't have to, really even, sometimes you don't even have to aim down the sights. Full burst is the way to go. You're not going to be wasting too much ammunition because you're going to drop them right away. That's definitely a plus of the submachine guns. They have great stopping power close up. they lose some of their power on the longer range engagements, and that's why I say try to avoid them if you can, just because since they lose some of their power, that's a great way to waste ammo, and you know, you'll run out of ammo. It will happen with the engineer kit. Now, if you have somebody on your team that's an assault and they haven't thrown down an ammo box, just you know, put your crosshairs on them and push the communicate button, you know, Q on the computer, or the select button or the back button on the controllers, and that'll tell him to put down some ammo for you. Can't guarantee that he will, but at least you'll be able to get some more ammo. But other than that, you should be fine. Once you get used to having a little less ammo, you'll be good. And then you can use the specialization for more ammo. I like to usually run, depending on what's going to be going on, I'll either put one of the optics on if I want to use that for the map, or I'll run the extra ammo. That's pretty much what I'll use. I don't usually need the extra grenades because you do have the rockets, which you want to try not to use unless you use them on vehicles. It's definitely looked down upon using the rockets on infantry. Not taking out buildings and walls is fine, but you don't want to use them as a rifle. That's definitely something to think about. And then for the other specialization, the Magnum ammo is fine once you unlock it. Until you unlock the Magnum ammo, I suggest the submachine gun specialization, which is it's like the steady aim for the assault rifle from Call of Duty, but you also get a better silencer, so it makes it a little quieter. That's a solid attachment to use until you unlock the Magnum ammo. So this is the first weapon from the engineer kit. You'll probably find a weapon that you like a little bit more as you go on, but this is definitely a solid weapon to use if you do like it. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching the video. If you did like it, you know, rate the video and leave a comment below. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. All right, we got some new stuff coming up. I got some Gears of War 3 coverage coming up in a day or two, and some more of these Battlefield 3 training videos. So thanks for stopping by, everybody. See you later.